Okay, let's do an unboxing here of the new Blu Life One X. Comes in a nice, fairly heavy-duty box. I know that's not all that important or impressive, but it's nice. This thing boasts a 5.2 1080p display. It's a octa-core processor, 2 gigs of RAM, 4G LTE, running Lollipop 5.1, and 5 megapixel front-facing selfie cam, 13 megapixel rear cam, and I don't know, that's just the processor model. Break that seal and see what we can get here. Yeah, maybe nothing. There we go. It's actually a pretty heavy duty cardboard box. Alright, so inside here we've got a phone. It's nice and slender. It looks like aluminum sides there. This back I think is actually plastic, but it's got a real nice feel to it. A little bit textured, almost rubberized, a little bit like a leather kind of feel. So it's not too bad. Looks like they put protective film over the camera. Probably want to take that off before you try to use it. See the flash there. Speaker. Up front we got a camera, proximity sensor, and then it looks like a front flash for the front camera. That's kind of nice. If we pull this off here, there we go. Now I believe I read somewhere this is Gorilla Glass, which is real nice. I mean, it seems like a standard, but my old phone, haha, no Gorilla Glass, and it shattered real easy. So that's real nice. Got kind of a little bit of a curve to it. You know, nice curvature on the glass itself. So that's that. So let's see what else is in this box here. You got the box, and then inside the box you got, they actually throw in a screen protector for you, which is pretty nice. Looks like some headphones. I'll have to try those out and see if they're any good. And looks like a fairly standard USB and AC wall adapter. Some instructions in case you're not real sure how to put your SIM card in and whatnot. Oh, sorry, move this out of the camera. And then that's it. Wow, it's heavy duty. And it looks like here this is the just a nice little case they throw in. So really, retail on this thing is $149, and by the specs alone, and just even a couple extra things that they throw in, that seems like a pretty good bargain. I know it's not the most expensive case, but it saves me $5 or $10 I don't have to spend otherwise. So let's see here if I take my old SIM card out and my old phone. And my old SD card, if that'll pop out. There we go. Get that out of the way, and then let's see about putting it in the new one. It's got a little slot down here. Work your fingers in. Ouch. Back. Yeah. Not real rigid. I'll probably replace that anyway with that case for now. So it looks like here we got dual SIMs, and it looks like the one SIM can also use an SD slot. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in as my primary. I do actually have another SIM that I am going to use, but not right now. I'll test out the dual SIM feature later. Alright, And actually, while we're at it, I'm just going to go ahead and this case it comes with looks like instead of putting the back on, it snaps on in lieu of the back. So we'll just snap that on. Alright, real quick, I just happened to notice here, if you look at the bottom, actually I'm going to go ahead and fire this up. There we go. Man, it's a nice bright screen. If you look at the bottom here, looks like you have your microphone, and then this is the charging port, which for some silly reason, I assume for artistic reasons, they decided instead of putting it in the middle, they put it over here on the edge. That's kind of annoying. And as I look at it, it's actually upside down compared to any other phone I've used. Every other phone has it where that's facing the bottom instead of the screen. That's kind of weird. That's going to take some getting used to. Hopefully I don't put it in backwards or the wrong way. This is not USB Type-C, so I do have to make sure I know which direction that goes. But otherwise, as I said, everything else is pretty straightforward on this. You know, no other real surprises. Yikes. Comes with 64% battery. It's quick to flip around. Let's see. We'll go through the setup here. I got to turn it around so I can see a little bit easier, but let's do. It comes with its own little own keyboard. I prefer the Google keyboard myself, so I'll probably be changing that out, but it seems to have its own little keyboard here. Put in my account information. And my password. Oops, that doesn't work on that. I'm sure I accept whatever agreement I have to accept. This screen, by the way, is real bright, real crisp. I'm pretty impressed with it, especially when, I mean, I think a phone should stand alone on its own merit, but man, when you consider the price on this, that's a beautiful screen. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and restore from my backup. That's probably going to take a while and probably not worth the screen time here. And just for kicks and giggles, I'll keep the defaults there. I usually don't do that, but saving time. And here it's restoring everything from my old phone. So when that gets done, maybe we'll take a look at it and just see how it does. Okay, should have had time to update. Looks like it did. I got a few things that need to update, but basically it should have grabbed all the things I had on my old phone and put them on the new one. One thing I did want to show you here, this there we go. Close the lid on the case. It shows your time and your stuff. You should be able to scroll over. Yeah, get some music for an unknown music name. So whatever. Get that. Yeah. So it allows me to do all that. Still downloading a bunch of stuff, so I probably won't be able to show you a whole heck of a lot, but it's actually it looks like it's pretty close to stock. Android looks like it got some blue stuff in here, and I don't know why anyone would ever load Opera on as a browser. I probably would just switch that out for good old-fashioned Chrome or something. I also use a different texting app, but that's alright. Let's see. I always use the Google launcher as well, so I have to go through and do that just to get it set up for me. But for now, for this purpose of this video, try to look at a couple things here. One is camera. Everyone always wants to know about the camera. Right now it's taking a great shot of the back of my hand there. Turn it around, and you get the 5 megapixel. I don't think I got it turned around. Hey, there we go. There's the GoPro. The underside of my cabinets here. Alright. You got auto flash. You can actually just turn a flashlight on to see I always have light on the subject. You know, turn it to auto or turn it to on or whatever. Let's see here if we just turn the flash on, see how bright that is. That's a pretty bright flash. Alright, so it seems to take pretty decent pictures. If we pull that up, that was what we just saw. Not bad. It's got a couple things you can do with it. I haven't even messed with any of this stuff yet. You can edit it. It's got face beauty or whatever. Yeah. Got it. You can share it right away. You can delete straight from there. So you can do a lot of different things from right inside the gallery. Although I'll probably just use Google Photos. Well, that's interesting. That's a picture I didn't take with this phone. Alright. So go back in here. Yeah, it's me resting my head on the cabinet. Alright. I'm going to go into the settings here. You can set up all kinds of things. The smile shot, I've used that on different cameras before. And you know, when it detects a smile, it actually takes the picture. That's kind of goofy, but kind of fun. You restore your, or I mean, you can do your picture size or your video, whatever. Set up your GPS location. The shutter sound, I always like that to be off, but that's just my preference. If I turn that around, I think I get slightly different. Yeah, so you get some different options and choices there. And again, if we just kind of turn it off here. Nah, it's not going to show you anything, is it? Never mind. Alright, so my hand, it's got pretty good, you know, it looks pretty crisp and clear. So anyway, so that's all that. And of course you got your different, you know, sports view, a dual view, which is kind of a weird, I've seen a video on that, and it's kind of like picture in picture. HDR has its professional mode, whatever that means, out of a cell phone camera, I don't know, but I'll do some more testing with that probably later and put up a new video. So there we go. We'll choose the Google Now launcher, 'cause that's the way I like it. Of course, you have to agree to sell your soul to Google, but I think we're ready there. Alright, so there you go. So now you got the swipe over for Google and all that fun crap. So there we go. I'll have to do a little bit extra setup, but that's pretty much it for that. So I'll mess around a little bit more with it and probably let you know. The only real big thing I've seen so far I don't like is that placement of that placement and orientation of the charging port. Otherwise, pretty dang impressive at first glance, especially when you consider it's $149 on Amazon right now. That's real impressive. Thanks for watching.